hell is wrong with Cecil? This is the Fly Aunt, and I'm giving you my Married to Medicine Season 11, Episode 1 recap. Let's go. The episode opens up. Cecil and Simone are having a redo of Freaknik, and they are calling it Whitnick. It has been 35 years since they graduated college. Cecil and Simone, they want to do this as a way to bring, certain members of the group together, and their friends from, Clark, Spelman, and Morehouse. And Cecil asked Simone who all is invited, knowing good and goddamn well it's a chance that Quad ain't been invited by Simone. And sure enough, Quad is not on the invite list. The reunion did not end well between them because Quad feels like she's above people bringing up the things that happen in her life. And that's basically my opinion on it. So basically, Quad is upset that Simone mentioned that her family member had it was an accidental drowning in Quad's pool. And basically, Simone said she brought it up because she needed to defend herself against allegations that she does not show up for Quad. So she said that is why she brought it up. It wasn't to be ill against Quad or the family. She was just defending herself. All right. And I've seen people defend themselves a lot worse, especially Dr. Heavenly, in my opinion. All right. So then we go to next scene. We go to Sweet Tea and Greg. They're trying to have a baby. They've been doing it like jackrabbits, the natural way. We see Sweet Tea and Greg on their way to Phaedra's house. Greg wants Sweet Tea, and Sweet Tea also wants to learn how to swim. So they are at Phaedra's pool swimming. You have the Mr. President swimming. I believe his name is Aiden, and he's grown up so much. Such a nice looking young man. He's in the pool, and he's actually encouraging Sweet Tea to swim. By the end of the lesson, Sweet Tea is actually swimming. So it's really good to see that, they have that friendship with Phaedra, and it's going well. Phaedra asks how Greg is holding up with all the stuff with Dr. Heavenly and the social media stuff. And, he said, he's okay. He said, he stands behind his wife firing back. Dr. Heavenly was going in, and his wife has a right to defend herself, excuse me. So, hey, they got each other's back, and I'm here for it. So next scene, we have Simone and Cecil and Heavenly and Damon. They meet up at, I'm not sure if it's Heavenly's house or not, but they meet up for a couple's dinner. Cecil, from episode 1, Cecil is a little bit too much in the mix. He's being very mixy, very messy, and I don't like that. And he's asking Damon about Greg. And Simone is like, we trying to have a good night. We out to a good start, and here you go with the BS, basically. Damon says maybe they'll be friends, maybe they won't. Because remember, when Damon asked Greg last season, I want to say it was at the reunion, do you believe that I'm a cheater? Greg said, I don't know what you do. And Damon took offense to that. And I mean, he don't know what he does. So that was an honest answer. You want people to vouch for you, and they don't know what it is that you do. So moving right along, I'm sure if they asked Curtis that a couple years ago, he would have played like he wasn't doing nothing, and lo and behold, and lo, he was down there to the South Carolina getting it on with somebody else. All right. So basically, maybe he'll be friends, maybe he won't. Heavenly sings the same song and dance. I'm tired of hearing the same stuff from Heavenly. Heavenly said, she apologizes for stuff and then goes right back to doing what she does. Apologizes for stuff and goes right back into doing the same thing. And me blood clot tired of it. It's just too much. So then Heavenly switches gears, switches the subject, and says Simone owes Quad an apology. And you got Cecil in the background agreeing. And I'm like, why do you do stuff like this, Cecil? This is why Simone feels some type of way, especially prior to y'all was about to get a divorce, you and that woman. You should not be putting any other woman in front of other people up, holding them up instead of your wife. If you're gonna admonish your wife, you do that shit. You do that in private. Let me know if you guys agree or disagree. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and turn on the notification bell so you know when I drop another recap. Even Simone had to say to Cecil for Cecil to stop being Quad's representative. I know that car ride was something crazy in that Maserati going back home. So now production plays in the background. Cecil done went behind Simone's back and met up with Quad and invited Quad to the Whitney. I'm like, see, this the kind of stuff. I don't understand why Cecil would even do that. I mean, he's being too mixy. Like, why would you risk discourse in your household for a superficial friendship, Cecil? I wish you would have stayed out of it. There's other ways to try to bring them together instead of going behind your wife's back and doing stuff like that. It feels like an ambush, you know? So let's get into it. We are at the Whitnick. We're getting ready for the Whitnick. They go to each cast member's home to like see them getting ready. You know, some have their outfits. They got their coochie cutters. You know, everybody is trying to do it up. So now we're at the Whitnick. Everything looks really good. You know, they definitely put some coin and some thought. People were pulling up in the old school donks, the old school cars. They had the fees. They had the rip pum shorts. Everybody came with they best look except for Dr. Damon. He looked like he was going to the grocery store. Okay? And Heavenly looked a hot ass mess with 2 double wigs on. Like, I just don't know. I just don't know. But guess who pulls up? The Metcalfes. And we affectionately call Dr. Contessa Dr. Contessa. So she pulls up with her husband, Heavenly them. They already been there, and Heavenly is immediately uncomfortable. Okay? And I'm loving it for Heavenly. I'm loving it. Because if anybody gonna get a Heavenly together, it's definitely Dr. Contessa Metcalfe. So let's see. The group is shook when they see Dr. Metcalfe pull up. They get out their car. Heavenly greets Contessa, and she's shocked. Contessa's like, I don't know what she hugging me for. We enemies. I said, oh, he's declaring it from the beginning. Heavenly and Contessa are enemies. Baby, this gonna make a good season. Give me your thoughts on Dr. Contessa coming back. I'd love to know what you guys think. So Greg goes to speak to Damon. You know, they're trying to, hash it out, and things seems to be going well. While they're having that side conversation, Simone and Cecil goes to thank the people for coming, and guess who pulls up? Quadria. Quad pulls up, and the group is again shook because they like, what in the heck is going on? Quad embraces while Simone is giving her speech. She's like, oh, we got an uninvited guest. Quad pulls up, she's saying to herself, I know the people are shocked, but I was invited by Cecil. And this is the thing, Cecil, you didn't even prepare your wife and let her know that she was coming. You let her go on that stage and, act like Quad was an uninvited guest when she was indeed invited by you. And that's what I don't like. So as they finish giving their speech, Quad embraces Simone. They both feel in separate conversations that they've had with people that tonight is not the night to try to hash anything out, which I'm really grateful for because the event was really going well. People were definitely having a good time. They have a performer, y'all. And guess who the performer is? Child, not Dr. Scott Metcalfe up there doing his rap. I just cannot. Stick to your day job as a physician, as Phaedra recommended. So now back to the conversation that Dr. Greg and Damon were having. Sweet Tea joins in, and Sweet Tea was trying to explain why she said what she said about the cheating, why that took place, and she heard that from his wife, and just trying to basically come to an understanding. And all of that, it was seemingly going well until Dr. Heavenly comes over there and fee, fi, fo from her behind over there. She changes the whole dynamic and the energy of the conversation. She's like, what's going on, Daddy? What's going on over here? Why are you over here talking to my man? And it was just like so unnecessary. She ends up start calling Sweet Tea a B word and calling her out her name, just being real, behaving like a gutter snipe, basically. After she called her so many bitches, Sweet Tea says she gonna hit her with a cease and desist, and I don't really know what that's gonna do for Dr. Heavenly. Not much of nothing. Episode comes to an end. Give me your thoughts on the new season of Married to Medicine, episode 1. Are you happy about the Metcalfes being back? Are you happy about Dr. Contessa being back? What do you think is going to happen between Quad and Simone? And what the hell do you think Cecil is thinking? Don't forget to like and subscribe. Hit the notification bell. And I will see you on the next recap. Auntie loves you. Bye-bye.